Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks. Hey, baby. So we're gonna do a two-part or a double whammy today, I guess. Triple whammy. We're gonna review this cigar, Flores y Rodriguez Tamboril Reserva Limitada. So I got through these quicker than all the rest of the ones that I just ordered a month ago or so. So we're gonna review this one. I've also got some meats over here that I'm gonna cook on my little grill, and I'm gonna show y'all my new arm wrestling training table and apparatus that I got set up. So if you hear stuff in the background, we're outside. I live on a pretty busy cross street, so be people driving by. Plus it's awful windy today, so I'll do what I can to talk over it. But quick little note, I got this cool little it's made by a company called Palio, whatever. I told you the wind was blowing hard today, but it's a little V cutter. Looks like a little guillotine, but it's got this V cut inside it, which I personally like a V cut a lot better than the normal guillotine, and it gives you this nice little see if I can get it, nice little notch taken out. It kind of lets it compress a little bit on the end, and it allows you to chew on it a little bit if you like that. So V cut. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and light this bad boy up. Personally, I like to toast the end just a little bit. Using a butane torch is a lot easier than an open flame outside. So I'm going to do the best I can as far as notes go on this, but this is really just getting content out there. So we're going to smoke a cigar, do a little arm wrestling practice, and cook some meat. So I'm going to fire my grill up. Out of catch. So for anybody wondering, it's been a while, but I'm still using my same little charcoal grill, little Coleman, I think, I can't remember. Oh, Kingsford. Little 18-inch Kingsford. So still using it. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm gonna smoke this while those get hot, and show y'all my new little setup. So right here, all I got is just some small chain and a little swivel, and got a little bar right there where I can add weights to it. So it's comes in handy. It actually works pretty good. It's really hard off the start. That's what she said. It's really hard off the start, but then gets a little easier once you break it free from the ground. I got a little rope. I bought a bunch of extra rope, so get the rope. This is how we do this, and this is specifically to work on top roll. So normally you kind of want to mimic the actual position you're going to take on the table. So I'm going to start here, do just a little bit back, grip it tight, and I'm almost in a losing position here. So this actually would help. So losing position, I get tight, break free, and then roll it over, roll it over, roll it over. So what I've learned is whenever you top roll, you want to pretend like you have a bottle of water or a cup of water or whatever in your hand, and you want to pretend like you're pouring it out into your shirt pocket. So it's going to do this number when you come over. So I've already done a little workout today, a little fatigued. So this is just a little extra, especially on the right hand. Right hand's a little weak. So we're gonna do a little extra today on the old righty. For whatever reason, and I think it's because my surgery and my arm break that I had about 10, 11 years ago, my right hand, and it might just be mental, it's not progressing as fast as my left on the table, but in the gym they're almost identical, so that's weird. So on this cigar, the first third, they like to say first third, second third, third, whatever. The first third, obviously notes of tobacco, but it's weird. It's just like the flavor you get when you smell fresh tobacco. That's the taste that I'm getting. Probably helped if I got rid of my gum. I'm always doing that. I'm a habitual gum chewer. There's notes of leather. Oh, jaw pop. So yeah, it's pretty much just like raw tobacco and leather right now, right off the front. It's not bad. It's probably what a cigar should taste like. But mesquite charcoal is probably not the best thing to pair with a cigar. But hey, whatever. So that's gonna keep firing up. And mind you, on this, I really don't have a whole lot of weight on it. It's about, I think I got a 10 kilo plate. So when you see a lot of these arm wrestlers training, they're not using massive weights because the exercises they're doing, you don't really need to use massive weights. Because it's like, take bench press for example. I mean, you got guys that are shooting towards 800 pounds raw, and several people who are over 700 now. The gobs of them are over 600, and I mean countless people over 500, 400, 300, whatever. But if you think about it, just starting out, a high school kid weighing 145, 150 pounds can get to a 200 pound bench press pretty quick. With that said, Bonnie's inside. She sees somebody walking by. I'll wait. Wait a second. I'll just clip this part. I'll take a drag of my cigar. So, high school kid, get to 200 pound bench fairly quick, as long as they train hard enough. Well, that's just this movement here. Well, in arm wrestling, it's pretty much this movement here. Well, all of that, especially going sideways, all that pressure is pretty much right here in the bottom portion of your elbow. So, whereas a 150 pound kid can bench 200 pounds, you're not going to be using near 200 pounds of side pressure. I mean, there's people out there who could probably do 200 pounds of side pressure. Anybody who's really elite could probably get to that point. But as far as novice, amateur, I mean, training weights, you're looking at 20 to 70 pounds maybe, depending on your weight and strength level. And I would say if I can get to where I can do 70 pounds, because this is true weight, small pulley, one single small pulley, that's true weight pretty much. If I can get to where I can top roll 70 pounds on this table with this setup, that's going to be pretty stout. So you don't have to use a whole lot of weight to make a big impact. Coals are getting nice and hot. We're going to chip it back just a little bit. Wrap it up. And we'll just start in a losing position. Tits up and roll. Yeah, that's a little tough. That's only 27 pounds. So, go ahead and put my sausages on here. Where's my phone? I like to time everything. I got some crawfish and pork sausage. Turn this that way a little bit. It's warm. It's warm. He's gonna not gonna cover them up completely, but I'm gonna cover those up just for maybe 2 minutes. So we're coming up on the second third of this cigar, I think. Well, it's right at the end of the first third. The leather notes are becoming more apparent, and it's just very heavy leather. So that's kind of where that first third is going right now. Pretty tasty. All right. I'm gonna do one more set of 3 with 27 pounds. Start in that losing position. Get tight. There we go. Feeling pretty good. It's not too bad. It's not too shabby. Go over here, just add a little more weight to it. Take that 5 off and add a 10. We'll just probably run up to a decently hard triple and then see how that feels. Take a good break. Wind picked up, and blew some hot coals at me. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw the first 2 of these on here. Actually, I might throw the first 3. They're kind of thin. There we go. They're not. So I've opted for chuck steak today. I've got chuck steak and I've got crawfish and pork sausage. The steaks are probably cut 8 to 10 ounces a piece, maybe 6 to 9 ounces, somewhere around there, 7 to 9 ounces. I'm gonna cook the first 3 up, and then I'll cook the one up that I'm gonna eat last. So what I've found is if your steaks are roughly 1 inch thick and you take them straight out of the fridge, if you're using normal charcoal and the charcoal is white hot, pretty close to the grate, I'd say no more than 2-3 inches away from the meat itself, you probably really only need about 6 minutes to have a nice, perfectly medium rare steak. Really started to like the chuck steak because I feel like it's the best combination of several different cuts. It's got plenty of fat on it like the ribeye, but I think the intramuscular fat, at least the ones that I'm getting, is more spread out through the meat, so you got a lot more fat inside the meat instead of just big chunks here and there and whatnot. And it's cheap. It's more often than not, it's cheaper. We got 3 more minutes, maybe. So we got, yeah, 2 more minutes, maybe. We'll see. So it's really, I think 6 minutes, depending on how hot your coals are and what kind of crust you like, is usually 6 to 8 minutes is pretty good. The coals are white hot and they're pretty close to the meat itself as far as the cooking distance. You might go closer to 6. I think I got 2 more minutes, 1.5 minutes. I forgot what number. Well, I got my little timer here. Forgot where I started. So now we're in the second third of the cigar, and it's kind of switched from the leather to more chocolatey notes. One more minute and we'll be good. Yeah, it's looking good. We got about 20 seconds. We're going to take them off. I think that's been close to 6 minutes. That's gonna be good right there. This will all be meal prep for later. I could have probably actually cooked these a little less. Come on, make it. All right. Could have probably went 5 minutes on these, but whatever. They'll taste good later. When the coals are still white hot, take a couple more drags of this. Yeah, it's turned very chocolatey on this second third. I really like it. It's a decent little smoke so far. Not a whole lot of overpowering flavors, but all in all, pretty nice. All right, I'm gonna get ready to throw this on so I know my time. Take one more puff. All right, 13 minutes. Let that go. Haven't done any work yet. Go ahead and get this wrapped up. Starting in that losing position. Be really tight. Yeah. Whew. Felt heavy. I mean, it's only, what'd I say? 32 pounds? That's ridiculous. 32 pounds is nothing as far as normal exercises go, but in this manner, I think I'm gonna let that go for a minute and a half, see if it crusts up that pepper a little more. So, yeah, 32, whew, that might be enough for that today, especially after that workout earlier. I worked a lot. I take some towels, put it on the lat pull handles, and I grab pinkies up, and I'll do lat pulls like this. That works on those bottom fingers, and it helps keep the competitor from getting away from you. So if you can keep them from opening up your pinky and your ring finger, you have a better chance. From there, I did fat grip dumbbell rows where I really try to cut my arm around the dumbbell, just doing a normal dumbbell row. Worked up pretty heavy on those for 8 reps. And then I did partial. So I'm not sure where it cut off, but doing one arm dumbbell curls on the preacher curl, fat grip dumbbell rows, and then reverse grip, pinkies up, towel pull downs. All right, time to flip. So that takes a pretty good toll. I don't want to Don't want to push it too hard just yet today. I pushed it pretty hard earlier in the week, so I'm just kind of feeling things out, feeling new exercises out, learning my table, my training table, seeing how it goes from there. Take this off. We've been 4 minutes in right now. So we got one more flip, and then that'll be 6. Oh yeah, looking good. So we'll get a nice close-up once they're done. I'll cut it open and then show you how it looks. 6 minutes. I'll show you what the coals look like once I pull it off. We got 1 more minute, and then it'll be time to eat. Well, I usually let them sit for about 4 or 5 minutes after I pull them off. What I'm going to do is take it off, cover up the sausage, and let them smoke for a little more. Cover it up, completely cut off all the airflow, and just kind of smother the charcoal out so I can reuse it. Big fan of reusing the charcoal. So we're coming up about almost through the second third of the cigar. And the chocolate is kind of subsiding, and there's some spicier notes coming through. All right, this has been exactly 6 minutes. We're coming up on 19 minutes. Yeah, 19 minutes on the grill, or 6 minutes on the grill. Oh yeah. Let me show y'all what it looked like. Show y'all how hot these coals still are. So you can see how hot they are. Get a good picture. They're still white hot. So hot coals, 6 minutes would probably be perfect. So we'll completely cover that sausage. Cover that sausage for a few minutes, probably. So you pull that off at 19, uncover it about 22. Maybe somewhere around there. $21. Well, let's go 21. So the sausage can cool off a little bit. So yeah, now we're starting to get into a little more spicy notes on this last bit of the cigar. Overall, I would say this is a very even smoke, and it's not to the point where like I could see myself smoking this. Obviously it's lunchtime right now. I could smoke it early in the day and still be able to cleanse my palate thoroughly and do like a proper whiskey tasting in the evening. It's not going to be something that's going to stick with you all day long. So far I like it. This would probably be a decent late afternoon, early, or late morning, early afternoon smoke, if that's what you do. And it wasn't priced too bad. So alright, I'm going to go ahead and take the sausage off. Be careful. Most of you might know this already. Be careful. If you've got hot coals and you cover them, when you go to take it off, it's going to be a lot of oxygen that gets rushed in there and it'll flame up on you. So if you got long facial hair, make sure you keep the lid in front of your face. Don't just, don't do that. Alright. Go ahead and pull these sausages off. Oh, they look good. That's a good looking sausage you got there, buddy. Hopefully they taste good. Oh, almost dropped that one. Bonnie would have loved it. Cover that up. Let those cool off for a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this one more time. We'll see. And also, when you're arm wrestling, if you're practicing, you really want to get your hip into the table. So what I'm doing is getting all this through here tightened up. I'm taking and I'm pulling the table towards me, and I'm driving my hip into the table. So get everything tight. I think that's enough for my right arm today. We'll note that and try to beat that in the future. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause here. I'm gonna get this steak cut up. We'll restart, and well, I'll just cut the steak up. I don't need to pause. Fix my underwear though. Go ahead and just do it right here. Not only is it an arm wrestling table, it's a dining room table as well. So, we'll go ahead and cut this up, cut it right through the, it's a little thin on one end, so I'm going to cut it right through the thick part, just to show you guys about where you look, about where you stand as far as the thickness goes and what you can expect. So it's actually, these coals are a little hotter today, so knives a little dull. So we're looking at about, it's about medium. We're looking at around medium right now. So cut a few more pieces, let you guys get a really good look. So yeah, it's about medium. So actually I could have gone a little less. So let's see if y'all can see this. So you can see right here, so we got a nice char on each side. We're a little closer to medium. I personally like it more on the medium rare side, but that's pretty perfect. It's good enough for me. Good enough for Gino. Gino loves when I cook some steaks. He'll usually buy some. We'll come out here, shoot the breeze, smoke some cigars, eat some steak, play around on the table a little bit, and have a good time. So I think that's all I got. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off here. Might turn it on whenever I finish this cigar, but I'm gonna eat this steak real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm down to the last third of this little cigar, and I'm hoping it's not what I was drinking over there, but kind of started turning up some different fruit and nut notes, a little bit sweeter. But definitely sweeter notes, maybe like some stone fruit. Not super sweet like a strawberry, but just a more under the radar sweet, I guess. Pretty tasty. Hey, the wind has stopped completely. Nice. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and hit some left arm, might as well. But I had dropped it back down to the original weight, 22 pounds. while I finish this cigar, if you guys want to see any more videos like this was more, I guess, a cigar / cooking video with a little bit of arm wrestling training. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, just hanging out, chilling, smoking some steaks, smoking a cigar, pulling on this rope, let me know. I'll try to do more of these whenever I got time. And any questions? I need to do some more Q&A videos, but I need some more questions from you guys. So if you stuck around this far, comment below any video you'd like to see a Q&A on. Any random questions. It could be anything. It could be arm wrestling training, it could be weightlifting, powerlifting, cigars, whiskey, steaks, cooking videos. I mean, I'll do a Q&A on anything, whatever. But just let me know and we'll get it done. Steak was pretty good. It was actually, I could have went a little bit less on the time. If I'd have flipped the grate that holds my charcoal over, I could have raised the charcoal up a little bit higher and probably only cooked it for maybe 2 minutes on each side. Now it would have been perfect, but it was like right around an inch. So I think for the 6 minutes at the depth of that charcoal which was about 3 inches away or so from the meat, you probably want a piece of meat that's closer to like 1.5 inches. So you'd still get the good char on each side, a good crust, but it was a little bit more done. What are you doing? Get out of that dirt. Then you got dirt and leaves all over you, goober. So I'm talking to Bonnie. So yeah, about 1.5 inches probably would have been a lot better than the steaks I got, but $4.99 a pound. $4.99 a pound, can't really beat that. So I'm gonna finish up this cigar. It's pretty good, I like it. I could see myself smoking more of these. Do a few more reps on this and that's about it. So like always folks, drink some whiskey, smoke a cigar, eat a steak, train hard if that's what you're into. Like always, check the description below for links to help out around the house with the bills. And check out the Bearded Idiots. Like always, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family. Have a nice day, be safe, don't drink and drive, take care, train hard, and we'll see you next time.